Hi, it's Cassandra Donnelly, and I'm here in my art room, and I want to share some of the things that I've been making. I am going to be doing a program in March, like a trauma treatment program for a month long, and I want to make a new trauma journal. I already have another journal, and it's just about all used up, and it was a ring bound journal, and I want to make a regular signature journal, so it'll be my first time. So it'll be an adventure. I'm not 100% sure I know what I'm doing, but I have a general idea. But I'm making papers so that I could put it in the journal. The part I'm a little confused about is how much papers I should make and how much I should leave blank. And I want to be able to create some artwork for each session that I have. So there's going to be 3 sessions a day times 4 weeks. So that's going to be 12. So I need to have 12 artworks. But in the meantime, I am making some art. So this is a folder. This is a collage with pink glaze on it, and I use some of my own work. That's a semic writing with some pretty papers. And then the glaze, that's some pretty paper I got on Amazon, different ones, and I love it. It is decoupage paper, but they're so pretty. And then that's a napkin right there. Well, anyway, I put a pink glaze on over top of it to try to kind of meld everything together. And so this is the folder that's inside of it. It's sort of purple, and that's the other inside of it. And then we got this back. So I made this last week. And I also made this one. This is made with strings that I put on the gel plate. Isn't that cool? I love that idea. Purple and green. So I actually came up with a color scheme for this. It's going to be like purple, green, peach, pink, beige, lavender, orange, like a rusty orange. Okay, I showed you that already. So this is all the paper I made last week. So this is just a gel print with some Distress Oxide inks. I kept that side kind of blank. And then here's another one. And I did a lot of mark making on that. Kept that side kind of blank. And then this is another one. Jelly print. And then that one's kind of plain. And then this one, this is old calligraphy paper, which is probably rice paper, but it doesn't say. And it's like old-fashioned, so it's like a brownish color. And then here is another one that I did on the gel plate. I kind of folded them to test the idea of what they would look like in a journal, so they've got this crease. I really like that side. And then this was made with saran wrap over top of it, and I use lots of different colors. I've been experimenting with different colors on the gel plate. This is that same paper, and then this is a digital that I've been working on, and actually a regular art too. And then it may or may not go in the journal. Then we got that one's kind of cool. And then that side, so I'm kind of trying to leave some of the sides a little bit plainer. This one was made with string gel, and I got those different shapes by using some what do you call it, some things to kind of block the spaces out. And then the string gel, and then it's got a pink glaze over top of it. I'll think of the word I'm trying to think of in a minute. That one's cool. I liked it better before the pink glaze though. And then that's the back of it. That was me experimenting with different colors on the gel plate. And And then, so that's all from last week. And then day. Well, I started this one last week and I finished it today. So this is a collage made sort of like the other collage I did on the gel plate. But I used some white gesso to blend it in a little bit and more paint. And then what I did is I took heavy clear gel medium and I put it through some stencils, and it got thicker, really thick in certain parts. Then I embossed it, and then I put a pink glitter embossing powder on it that's sort of pink and clear, and then I heated it up, and this is what we have. So you can kind of see some of the collage. So cool, isn't it? That was an experiment. And this is the back side, which is just a plain old, you know, jelly print. And then I also made this one, which I really like this. This had a lot of marks on it. And I also sprayed, distress sprays through a stencil. But this is origami paper, and I used it also on my gel plate and let it sit on there, and it kind of cleaned it up really good. So I got like a lot of grunge. But I actually did a lot of mark making on my gel plate with the posca pens and markers. I even tried markers, but there was a lot of grunge on it. But I kind of think it's cool how it kind of just looks very subtle. And then I didn't do anything on the other side yet. And then this was the other one that I did, which is so cool. And then nothing on that side. And then this one was part of this paper, but it looks different now. So there was a little rip over here. Kind of see, I think this might have actually been some scrapbooking paper, but it was white and it had this really cool texture to it. And I put some stamps on it and some sprays, and then I used this washi to fix that rip, and then put some other clear washi over there. I think it's really cool. I have to do something to the back. And then this was the last paper I made tonight, and really I started on this side, so you can see that this one kind of matched that. But what I did, this had a lot of sprays on it and some mark making with markers and posca pens, and it also had some stamps. Used like a laundry stamp and some writing stamp, and then this was just some scribbles I did on it. And I also did some is that the right word? Asymmetric writing. Yeah, that's the right word. And and it had lots of colors, like lots of pink, but what I did to calm everything down is I put a transparent white over top of all of it. And that kind of calmed everything down. And also used some stamps on the border here. Some distress ink stamps. So it kind of faded. And then on the other side, it's not quite as elaborate, but I have a few stamps. There's a musical stamp, some sprays. And then I did clear. I actually mixed Titan Buff Beige, like really light, with the transparent white. And those were both from Amsterdam Paints. Anyway, I'm happy with it. Bye, everybody.